Today I'm going to take you through 43 basic asanas adapted from the primary series of the Ashtanga practice. The transitions might not be in exactly the right place, and I've skipped a few of the more challenging postures, but if you're interested in starting in an Ashtanga practice, this is a great place to begin. So when you're ready, go ahead and find your comfortable seat at the top of the mat. Draw the eyes closed and bring the hands to heart center. Take an inhale, let the shoulders rise, and then exhale, draw them back down and away. Inhale, sit up tall, shoulders lift up. Exhale, release them down. Last one, inhale, shoulders rise, and exhale, release. Center yourself here. Begin to empty the thoughts. Take a full inhale to prepare. And then as you exhale, begin to blink open your eyes. Come to your hands and knees and then press back into your downward facing dog. Gaze forward between your thumbs and take small steps toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose. And exhale, Samastiti, hands by sides. We'll begin. Surya Namaskare, Sun Salutations A. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold for 5. Breathe full 4. Release shoulders 3, 2, 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Again, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Hold for 5. Think about scrubbing the hands towards the feet and the feet toward the hands. 4. Release tension in the neck. 3. Breathe full, audible breaths. 2, 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, hands by sides. Last one, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Hold for 5. Release the shoulders 4. Eyes of the elbows spin forward 3. Inner thighs spin toward the sky 2, 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, gaze to thumbs, mountain pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Surya Namaskar B. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, rise up, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale, down dog. 5. Breathe full. 4. Think about pulling everything up through your abdominals. 2. Find a little cat pose in your dog pose. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Again, knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Warrior One, right foot forward, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Warrior One, left foot forward, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog for 5. Release the shoulders. 4. Think hips back and away. 3. Maybe bend the knees. See how that feels. 2. Draw the heels lower. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Last one. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, warrior one on the right. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, warrior one on the left. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 5. Breathe full, 4. Breathe fuller, 3. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Bring your hands to your hips, hop or step your feet hips distance. Take an inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, fold, Padagusthasana. Using index and middle fingers, wrap the fingers around the 2 big toes. Take your inhale to look up and lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold deeper, bending into the elbows for 5. Think hips high, 4. Release the head and neck down, 3. Elbows come to the outer shins, 2. 1. Inhale, look up, lengthen out through the spine, straighten the arms. Exhale, release the toes, step on palms, toes to wrists as you fold. Take one more inhale to look up, straighten out through the arms, gaze on the floor in front of you. And then exhale, fold deeper for 5. Step into the toes, 4. Release the shoulders, 3. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, 2. 1. Inhale, look up while standing on your palms. Find that halfway lift. Exhale, remove the palms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Gaze forward, knees bend, travel to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a big step back with your left foot and open up to the side of the mat. This is our transition pose during this sequence. I'll call it star pose here. Turn the hips to face forward, finding your triangle pose. Arms come out like a T. Front foot faces the short edge of your mat. Cock the hips to the back of the room and then tick-tock your arms down. Right hand comes to right shin, left hand to the sky. Hold for 5. Step into the back foot. 4. Breathe full. 3. Release shoulders. 2. 1. Inhale up to star pose, toes wide, arms wide. And then exhale, turn your toes to face the back of the mat, your left toes to face the back of the mat, and find triangle pose toward the back of the mat. Arms stay out like a T, hips cocked toward the front of the room, and your left hand comes down to left shin, right arm overhead. Hold for 5. Gaze to top thumb if you have no neck issues. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Think chest back. 2. 1. Inhale up to star pose, toes wide, arms wide. As you exhale, turn your right toes to face the front of your mat. Turn your back foot to be parallel with the short edge of the mat. Find your warrior 1 feet. And then take an inhale here to lengthen out through the spine. And as you exhale, find your revolved triangle. So this time the left hand comes to the outside of the right foot and the right hand goes to the sky. Hold here, find your position for 5. These transitions can be a little tricky in the primary series. 4. Breathe full, just stick with it, you'll get used to it. 2. And 1. Inhale back up to your star pose, and then exhale, revolve triangle to the back of the mat. Right hand comes to the outside of the left foot this time. Left hand goes to the sky. Remember to switch your feet for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale up to star pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, turn your right toes to face the front of the mat and then come up onto your left toes. So on the ball end of that left foot. So we're in that high crescent lunge position. Take an inhale, grow taller, and then exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow crosses right thigh. Now we're in revolved high crescent lunge. The proper pose here would be revolved extended side angle. So if you'd rather do that, you're welcome to. Hold here for 5. Breathe full. 4. Release shoulders. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift up to your star pose, face the side of your mat. And then exhale, turn to face the back of the mat and find your extended or your revolved high crescent or revolved extended side angle. Right elbow crosses left thigh this time. Hold for 5. Gaze over left shoulder. 4. Think hips square to the back of the mat. 3. Breathe full. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift up, find your star pose facing the side edge of your mat. Exhale, bend into front knee. Right forearm comes to right thigh, left hand overhead. Find your extended side angle. You can also bring that right hand to the outside of the right foot. Hold for 5. Breathe full for 4. Step into the back foot. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to star pose. Exhale, extended side angle to the back of the mat. Left forearm to left thigh or left hand outside the left foot. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Step into the back foot. 3. Squeeze the left knee into the left arm. 2. And 1. Great job. Inhale up to your star pose. And then exhale, step to the top of the mat, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Let it go. It can be really tricky when you first start these transitions. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, take a giant step back with the right foot and face the long edge of your mat. Toes turn in, heels turn out. Bring your hands to your hips. Take your inhale to puff up the chest. And then exhale, fold for wide leg forward fold A. Hands come between the feet. Bring the crown of the head as close to the floor as you can, lifting the hips and bringing a bend into the knees if you need to. For 5. Release the forehead, release the shoulders. 4. Use the abdominals to draw you deeper. 3. Breathe fuller. 2. 1. Press into the palms. Take an inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips and then slowly rise up to star pose. Keep the toes in and the heels out and keep the hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold down halfway for wide leg forward fold B. And then slowly begin to sink down as far as you can, keeping those hands on the hips. Eventually, the crown of the head touches the floor for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, clasp the palms behind the low back and drag the knuckles toward the heels as you inhale to puff up the chest. Exhale, fold forward with bound hands for wide leg forward fold C for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, wide leg forward fold D. This time, take your index and middle fingers around your 2 big toes. As you inhale, look up, lengthen, and then as you exhale, bend into elbows for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Listen carefully. Keep your left foot exactly where it is. Turn your right toes to face the back edge of your mat. Your feet are in a warrior 1 stance with the legs straight. Turn your hips to face the back short edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Option to keep the hands on the hips, to clasp opposite elbows, or to take reverse prayer. Take your inhale to puff up the chest. And then exhale, fold with a flat back, thinking chin to shin for intense side stretch for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Take your inhale to look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold one more time. And then inhale, rise up to star pose. This time, switch the feet. Turn the back toes in, and then turn the front toes, those left toes, to face the short edge of your mat. Turn the hips forward into warrior 1 feet with straight legs. Take your inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, clasp the elbows, take reverse prayer, and fold forward with a flat back. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, and 1. Take your inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, fold one more time. And then inhale, lift up, step your right foot forward and find Tadasana at the top of your mat. Bring your left hand to your hip and bring your right knee into your chest. Take hold of your right big toe. You can take your right knee instead if this is unavailable to you. Go for big toe hold here. Straighten out that right leg or keep the knee bent and just hold on to the toe for 5. Breathe full. 4. Think heel a little out. 2 and 1. Right leg goes right, gaze goes left, big toe hold to the side. This time heel in, toe out for 5. Do your best. 4. Engage the standing seat muscle to pull your leg higher. 3. Relax into the stretch. 2. In 1, come to center, release the toe, release the knee. Straighten the leg wherever it is and point through the toe, bringing both hands to the hips for 5. Do your best. 4. Reach higher. 3. A little bit more. 2. And 1, release it down. This time, bring your right hand to your hip, bring your left knee into the chest. Take big toe hold on the left or grab hold of the outer edge of that knee. Straighten the left leg out. Hold for 5. Heel out, toe in. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Straighten a little more. 2. 1. Left leg goes left, gaze goes right. Heel in, toe out for 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Reach the collarbones to the sky. 3. Try not to lean. 2. 1. Bring the leg back to center. Release the toe, release the knee. Straighten the leg and point through the foot. Bring the hands to the hips for 5. Balance for 4. 3. Lift higher. 2. A little higher. 1. Gently release. Inhale to chair pose. Knees bend, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're almost finished with the standing poses. Step your right foot forward toward your right thumb. Spin your left heel down and rise up to your warrior 1. Shoulders are stacked over hips. Hands are pressing together and shooting up toward the sky. Straight arms here. Think left hip forward, right hip back. Nice bend in that front knee. And the back foot's at a 45-degree angle here, so it's not all the way open. Hold here for 5. Breathe full. 4. Take this as a resting posture. 3. Think about a corset bringing your rib cage together here. Really knit those ribs in. 2. And 1. Find warrior 2. So you'll have to open your arms to the side like a T and move that back foot so that it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. So you open the toes of the back foot, sink deeper into the front knee, and maybe even widen your stance for 5. Gaze over front thumb. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Release shoulders. 2. And 1. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, rise up to warrior 1 on the left. Nice bend in the front knee. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle here. Hips and shoulders are stacked and square. Arms pressed toward one another for 5. Release the shoulders. 4. Knit the ribcage in. 3. 2. 1. Open up to the long edge of your mat. Find your warrior 2. Bend deeper into the front knee. Spin the right toes open so the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And maybe widen your stance for 5. Press the air away from the arms. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Do your best. 2. And 1. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. We are now done with the standing postures. We've done 23 postures, so we're more than halfway there. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or jump through to a seat, landing with your legs out long in front of you. Sit up tall here and press the palms into the mat beside you, fingers wide. Flex into the feet so much that the heels lift, engaging through the quads. On your inhale, lift the chest. On your exhale, push down into the mat. Hold here for Dandasana for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, reach for your toes. Take your index and middle fingers around your 2 big toes for forward fold A. So the elbows bend down to draw you deeper. The abdominals suck back. Draw your forehead toward your shins. It's okay to bend the knees for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. 1. Take your inhale to look up, lengthen out through the spine, and then exhale, release the toes, sit up tall. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold B, grab hold of the ankles, forehead to shins for 5. Do your best. 4. Release shoulders. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, release, stack the spine. Forward fold C, last one. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, try to grab one wrist with one hand beyond the feet. You can also grab onto a block if this is too easy for you. For 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Release shoulders. 3. With every exhale, try to get a little lower. 2. And 1. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, release, stack the spine. Send the hands behind you on the mat about 8 inches. Fingertips point toward the seat. Point through the toes, squeeze the legs together. On an inhale, lift the hips and let the head drop back unless there is any neck tension for your reverse plank. Find a comfortable position for your head and neck. For 5. Release the glutes here. This is not a glute exercise. 4. Press down through the palms. 3. Try to flatten the feet. 2. 1. Gently release down. Bring the sole of the right foot into the left inner thigh for Janushirasana A. Square up over the left leg. Flex through the left quad and flex through the left foot. Take an inhale to lift the arms overhead and then exhale, fold over the left leg. Option to grab the right wrist with the left hand beyond the foot for 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Release shoulders. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to look up, lengthen. Then exhale, release the hands and stack the spine. Switch it out. Right leg long, sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Square up over that right leg. Inhale, lift the arms, and then exhale, fold. This time option to grab the left wrist with the right hand beyond the foot for 5. There are several versions of Janushirasana in the primary series. This is just one. 4. Breathe full. 3. 2. 1. Inhale to look up, and then exhale, release the hands and stack the spine. Straighten out the left leg this time. Bring the right knee into the chest, planting the right foot into the mat. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale the left hand high, and then exhale, twist for Marichi C, option for the bind for 5. Again, this is Marichi C. There are several other Marichis in the sequence. 4. Gaze over right shoulder. 3. Sit up taller. 2. 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the right leg down. Bring the left foot in. Plant the left foot down. Knee points up toward the ceiling. Plant the left hand on the hip, behind the hip on the mat behind you. Inhale the right arm high, and then exhale, twist, option for the bind for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3. Chin level with the floor. 2. 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the left foot down. Prepare here for Navasana. Option to take a bent knee Navasana. I'm going to cue for the straight legs. So go ahead and lift your legs up as you tip your torso back, but lifting the chest, keeping broad collarbones. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Reach the hands beyond the thighs. 3. 2. And 1. Gently release the legs down, stack the spine. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide for Baddha Konasana. Take hold of the feet, the toes, or the ankles. Inhale to lift the chest, and then exhale, fold, draw your elbows into your inner thighs for 5. Breathe full. 4. Option to crawl all the way forward into a full forward fold if you have the flexibility. 2. 1. Inhale to look up, lengthen. Exhale, release. Extend the legs wide for a wide leg forward fold. Make sure they're not all the way at your edge, but rather 1 or 2 inches narrower. Flex into the feet. Take your inhale to lift the chest, lengthen out through the spine, and then exhale, crawl forward for a seated wide leg forward fold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, stack the spine. Bring the heels together. Bend into the knees and recline onto your back for bridge pose. Plant the feet down, toes a little in, heels a little out. On your inhale, lift up to bridge, option to clasp the palms below the low back for 5. Step into the feet, 4. Do your best, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Prepare here for upward facing bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Plant the palms behind the shoulders, fingertips pointing toward you. Step down into the feet, and on the inhale, lift up to your version of Urdhva Dhanurasana for 5. Bridge pose is a great alternative. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Gently lower down. Take an inhale to lift up, and then as you exhale, take a gentle forward fold. 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Prepare for shoulder stand. Gently recline onto your back. Squeeze the elbows into your sides as you send your feet directly over your hips, directly over your shoulders. Squeeze the legs together and energize all the way down the legs for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Exhale to plow pose. Drop the toes beyond the face. Hold for 5. Find length through the spine. 4. Be strong through your center. 3, 2, 1. Bend through the knees. Find your ear pressure pose for 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Relax the neck. 3, 2, 1. Gently roll out. Find your fish pose. Press the forearms into the mat. Lift the chest. Drop the head back. Then lighten up through the arms for 5. Breathe full for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chest lifts first, then the head lifts. Gently roll over onto your belly and set up for a headstand. Take a basket grip with your elbows squeezing in so they're directly under your shoulders. Plant your head between your elbows and come into a pike pose, similar to down dog, but with your head on the mat. Walk your feet in one at a time until you can lift your knees into your chest, and then come up to your headstand. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Listen carefully. 3, 2, 1. Gently come down halfway, like the letter L. Let your feet come directly out of the hips. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. In 1, very gently come down to the mat and press back into a child's pose for a counter stretch along the back. Arms long and armpits draw down for 5. Breathe full. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sit up tall. Press yourself back into your seated position and find a crisscross applesauce or a lotus position. If lotus is in your practice, go ahead and go there. Bring your index finger and thumb together with your other 3 fingers out long, finding Jan Mudra, and bring the tops of the palms to the thighs so that the elbows are directly under the shoulders. Close the eyes here. Empty the breath. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Full exhale. Again, full inhale. Full exhale. Last one, full inhale. And full exhale. Savasana, final rest. Find your corpse pose. The 43rd and final posture of class. Close the eyes and just breathe. Slowly begin to bring movement back into fingers and toes. Maybe draw circles with ankles and wrists. Reawaken the limbs, reawaken the breath. On an inhale, stretch the arms long overhead to the wall behind you as you stretch your toes down long in front. Take a full inhale to stretch out, and then exhale to your favorite side. The right side tends to be more restful, the left side more energizing. Take a moment to thank yourself for sticking with this practice that's new and probably different from the vinyasa classes you're used to, that asks you to make some strange transitions and packs a lot of poses into a short amount of time. Congratulate yourself on hitting 43 asanas in under 40 minutes. And when you're ready, with as little effort as possible and eyes closed, rock yourself up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, draw the shoulders down. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May beings everywhere be happy and be free. We bring our thumbs